given how I've been feeling recently, I decided to bump this item up the list. And it turns out it couldn't have happened at a better time. Oh, it's warm, and the breeze, and the sun, and the trees, and the cars.
And the weeds.
The weather in London this week has been insane, and Pokémon Go came out, so we decided to spend the day outside. It wasn't the first, and it won't be the last. Last year I feel like I didn't really enjoy the summer. I feel like it just happened and then it was gone. So this year, I am making a point of spending more time outside, going on more walks, going skating more. And about a week ago, an app came out. It's all about capturing invisible monsters.
Yep.
So we're gonna go into town, take a scenic walk to Hyde Park, and have a picnic.
Yeah.
And we could have done that without we could do that without the Pokemon, okay? We're adults. We don't need the monsters, but they're a nice perk. They give us a collective reason to be.
You get rewarded.
Yeah, no.
That's what it is. It's being rewarded for your steps.
It's gamifying outside. It's gamifying going outside. That's what I was saying the other day. Guys, you remember Small Soldiers?
Yeah.
Remember the original purpose of the Gorgonites was to encourage kids to explore their own world and learn shit.
Yeah.
It's what Archer, emissary of the Gorgonites, wanted. Day 2 in the Pokemon house.
Mandy is looking sad.
Mandy can't get a Kingler. This is the future of Days Out. Now we can finally hunt. We can hunt for our invisible monsters. And we can crush them down into little candies and feed them to our other monsters and make them stronger and then make them fight other monsters that we don't own until they die. Trains, boats, and Pokeballs. Hired a boat to play Pokemon Go. That's not how you boat. These guys are playing Pokemon. 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 Those guys on the boat are playing Pokemon. Those guys next to Jim are playing Pokemon. Those guys on the bench are playing Pokemon. It was there in Hyde Park that it finally dawned on me, the scale of what this app had accomplished. Here we were, a group of friends who might otherwise not have seen each other that day, enjoying being outside like we'd never been outside before, and more importantly, interacting with other people like us and unlike us. Boys, girls, men and women playing Pokemon Go. People in their teens, people in their 20s, people in their 50s playing Pokemon Go. People wearing sportswear, summerwear, suits, turbans, burkas, playing Pokemon Go. People from right here in London, from every walk of life, playing Pokemon Go. People from out of town, people from other countries playing Pokemon Go. People speaking English, speaking Polish, speaking Korean, speaking Hebrew, playing Pokemon Go. It's bizarre. It really is bringing people together.
It's bringing the kind of people together that wouldn't normally just go up to random people.
Everywhere the light touches is playing Pokemon. And there's Jim. There in that green area, in the middle of one of the biggest cities in the world that can so often feel stressful and claustrophobic and unfriendly, we were suddenly all friends.
Sorry.
It's mad.
Fuck, I fucked it up.
You had one chance. I've never experienced anything like this.
No, it's a force of nature. This is like the kind of thing that is dreamed about in sci-fi, where there's like one media thing that just draws people together.
I've been to places in London I've never seen before.
I'm kind of struggling to find words.
Yes.
Outside of an expo, outside of like a premiere or like a game launch or something, you don't feel that connected to people. You don't just walk around in the street feeling like you're in this special club with so many other people. But today I feel that. Yes, it helps that people like me have a childhood, nostalgic connection to Pokemon. And yes, there are cynical motivations at work. The amount of money they can make, Nintendo's stock price. But the team that built this app had achieved in that moment something ripped straight from the pages of a science fiction novel. And I would like to sincerely thank them. From the people at the top the capital investors, the head developers, right down to the people that bring them tea. Because without them I wouldn't have seen this, and I wouldn't have found myself on this street outside Supreme watching people trick, and we wouldn't have paid any attention to these guys, let alone start up a conversation with them. I wouldn't have found myself traveling home late because we decided to stay in Soho Square until it closed, and I wouldn't be going outside right now to do it all again. Make sure you follow me on Snapchat for more day-to-day adventures. It's Slow-Mo Zovo. You know, like that old channel that I don't use. And if you happen to live in London and you happen to be Team Mystic and you happen to find a gym with a Pokemon in it owned by a guy called CB Comedy, maybe help him out.